It's lights out, away we go. Lando Norris, I think, got a better start. He's already alongside Charles Leclerc. Hamilton's chasing after them. Carlos Sainz goes to the inside, and Lando Norris goes into the lead. Charles Leclerc almost gets tagged by Lewis Hamilton. Carlos Sainz has made his way up into third place. Max Verstappen trying to get past Hamilton, nothing doing there. It is a great start for Lando Norris, almost an awful start for Oscar Piastri, who nearly got tagged by Esteban Ocon. But Norris leads from the Ferrari of Leclerc and then Sainz.
Yeah,
a DRS for Lewis Hamilton, right behind Carlos Sainz, head bobbing up and down on the bumpy track, and he's gaining, and he's gaining, and he's alongside the Ferrari, and now into turn 12, Lewis Hamilton is into the top three. He holds it on the road, keeps it on the track. Sainz tries to fight him back. Hamilton's got the inside line for the next corner. Brilliant move. Hamilton ever closer to Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc in the middle of the track, doesn't know which way to defend, doesn't really want to defend too aggressively, and doesn't do that. And Hamilton is now up into second place. And I think Esteban Ocon, and he is, retire the car. It is a third DNF for Esteban Ocon in the last 5 races. Ooh. So it looked like the bigger hit there was on Piastri's car.
Oscar, recharge on and no full pedal. We need big lifts. I'm afraid we've got to retire the car.
As Piastri's car goes back into the garage, sadly. Now we're down to 18 cars.
Look at Verstappen down the inside on Charles Leclerc, who's forced off the track, comes back on, still ahead of Max Verstappen, but I think he's going to give that place, is he? No, he's not. He's still fighting it. Verstappen, though, got better traction, has got ahead, this time with the inside line, will get that place. He's up to third. Max Verstappen, who is going to make the first pit stop. This is going to trigger a few pit stops ahead of him. Red Bull taking a little surprise into this race.
Mediums, aren't they?
Yeah.
Medium. So he's got to make another pit stop later on. Yep, so Hamilton stays out, kind of a do whatever he doesn't do, I'd imagine, on that. So do the Ferrari. Sainz is in, so Leclerc stays out as well. And we'll keep an eye on Verstappen's sector times. His personal best in the first sector is Max Verstappen. So split strategies there for Ferrari.
Lewis, do you think you've got another 5 laps on this tyre? Do you reckon you could handle it?
I'm not sure, man. It's pretty tough.
Okay. So Verstappen now inside our pit window.
No, man. I'm struggling out here.
Let's see what they bolt on.
He's led his 250th lap here at the Circuit of the Americas. It's the hard compound tyre, and it wasn't the fastest stop I've seen Mercedes put in. It's 3.6 seconds.
As Verstappen in.
He's going for it, he's going for it, he's going for it, he's going for it. He's having a look down the inside. Is Max Verstappen, and he takes the lead of the race. And Lando Norris is going to try and fight him back a bit, because he did go a touch deep, but on the inside line into the next corner, Verstappen will preserve that lead. And after winning 4 consecutive races in the US and then the sprint yesterday, is Max Verstappen now on course for 5 Grand Prix in a row here in the United States.
It's more like Norris is coming to you.
Second pit stop in the race for McLaren. And are they trying the undercuts? Trying to bring Red Bull in just a little bit sooner as well. They've gone on to another set of hard compound tyres. Verstappen stops, the Red Bull crew gets to work, and that was a little bit slow by Red Bull standards, 3.3 seconds. So Norris had a 1.3 second advantage in the pit stop. He might actually get him here on the undercut. Let's have a look. Out goes Carlos Sainz, 2.2 seconds. That's a bit more like it. Here comes Verstappen. There's Leclerc. There's Norris coming into the picture now. Verstappen's going to slow down into turn 1, and he didn't quite get it, Lando Norris, but he is a lot closer, I would imagine, now than he was before those pit stops. Lewis Hamilton is now going to come into the pits.
It's a nice fresh set of mediums as he passes me now in the pit lane. But just on George Russell, he has struggled for pace big time. I've asked Mercedes.
2 secs, Ted. Verstappen's going for it on Charles Leclerc. Verstappen's got Charles Leclerc with DRS down into turn 1. Lando Norris down the back straight. That Ferrari looks a tad vulnerable. That Ferrari has been passed into turn 12. That Ferrari of Charles Leclerc that hasn't made a second pit stop yet in this race has been overtaken by Verstappen and Norris on this lap.
We've surely got a good chance now down into turn 12.
DRS assisted for Lewis Hamilton, 18 kilometres an hour extra pace. Hamilton is up into third place.
Still a big gap in there.
Yeah, you're pulling him, mate. You're pulling him in.
forecast P2, maybe the win.
But I tell you, an ex-Ferrari driver who's doing very well, Fernando Alonso, started from the pit lane, has just overtaken Yuki Tsunoda on fresh tyres for P9.
It was indeed. It was, I think, Lance Stroll off the track, or with that extra white line at turn 12, probably just on that painted line there. Rear suspension failure for Alonso, has been passed by his teammate Lance Stroll. It's Lewis Hamilton under DRS, who wants to dive down the inside. Lando Norris covers it off. That was late from Lando Norris. He keeps the position, but only for a handful of meters. Hamilton edges ahead, down into turn 2, up into second place. Lewis Hamilton gets past Lando Norris. Problem with the floor now, say Aston Martin. That's what Fernando Alonso has been feeling, and he's now into the pits and probably out of this race.
Gap 3.6.
No talking and the braking now.
The 200th race of the hybrid era goes to Max Verstappen, and a 50th Grand Prix win, and a win in the United States Grand Prix for the three-time world champion. Lewis Hamilton closed the gap, pushed all the way, has to finish as runner-up, sadly again for him. Lando Norris, who waited quite a while to finish third, has now picked up 2 in 2 races. And Yuki Tsunoda, who's currently in 10th place,
Trying to do the fastest lap and get another World Championship point.
Well, Yuki Tsunoda hasn't finished in the points since Belgium, and it was a 10th place finish for him. And he comes home to take that fastest lap and double his tally for today. The governor of Texas presents the trophy to Max Verstappen. There are a lot of boos for Max Verstappen, and it's a shame, it really is, that you hear that amount of boos. And they spray the bubbly stuff and celebrate a hard day at the office, because it wasn't an easy win for Max Verstappen. Still came home with a victory though, marches on, the champion at the top of the table.